station and telling my sanity go away. So what is the mission? I thought it's a kiss, is a promise, is still.
Hello, everybody. Good morgen. I don't know if we say in Swedish or in
Good
Norwegian.
morning.
Yeah, good morgen.
Good
Good morgen. This is Fred for Metal Ops TV on YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. You can just click to the logo of the channel, and on metalops.com. And we have the great honor to have RamZet on interview now, and it's rare for us, for in France, and a lot of times they release another album. So there is a member. She's very famous in other bands, Veil of Secrets, Funeral, side projects, etc., Trollfest, etc. But please, what's your name and what do you do in the band RamZet? Please.
I do the violin of the recordings and also hardangerfiddle. Yeah. And on stage is a little bit backing choir, but it's me that has the lead female vocal.
Clean vocals, or you can growl, you can scream.
No, not at RamZet. No, no. I stick to the violin and hardangerfiddle in RamZet and the records.
Yeah, because it's a job. The main singers are Sfinx and Zet in the band.
That's correct. Yeah.
Who screams and growls. Sfinx can make all. If I'm right, Sfinx, clean vocals and growls, and Zet the same.
Yeah, Sfinx is actually doing a couple of parts with the growl this time, but it's mainly Zet doing the screaming and the extreme vocals.
Yeah,
but Sfinx can do it too, so I hope we will see more of that in the future.
Okay, and you come from Hamar in Norway, or not at all? More Bergen or Oslo? Hamar is more in the center, in the north of Oslo.
Yeah, well, I live in Oslo. I live in the old city of Oslo.
Okay.
But RamZet's from Hamar, and my mother lives up there. So everybody thinks I'm from Hamar, but I'm not really from Hamar.
Okay. And you are you are very famous also because it's fun, and I will put the link in the description and in the top of this interview. 1 year ago, I interviewed Funeral, Anders Ek, the drummer and founding member of Funeral, and you participated to the EP and the previous Wool album. You as guest, on this session in studio, member or live?
No, I was a member in Funeral for 4 years. So I left the band this autumn, but I was a full-time member.
It was very nice pieces you released with Funeral, with the violin on folk instruments by us, and it's a rare interview also of Anders Ecke on video, so you can check out. We talk about you. It was nice collaboration. So you stopped the collaboration because maybe now your priority is RamZet. Now with this new album, we are going to talk with this new 6th studio album called Sapien. That's why.
It's one of the reasons. We have different views. But we're very much friends, and I'm really proud of the album we did with the Funeral. So everything's fine. But now it's RamZet.
RamZet top priority. And that's why I'm very happy to interview you, because honestly, for me, you are a fantastic band, and I think in Norway, very special, like a UFO in Norway scene, progressive metal scene, folk, dark, black, lot of crossover, lot of influences. How could you define your music? It's hard of RamZet.
Oh, as you probably have understood, that's not very easy. In the beginning, they didn't have a word because we have been doing this for a couple of
1998.
years. But in the beginning, I think they call it schizo metal or psycho metal or something, because they didn't have any word.
Okay.
But I think maybe today they just say avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
The most fitting word, because it's a little bit of everything, I guess. It's everything, and it's no boundaries at all.
I know boundaries.
So avant-garde and maybe the most.
Avant-garde metal, progressive metal, folk music, gothic, dark, progressive, stuff like that.
with a little bit of jazz and a little bit of
I wanted to talk about that, especially for example, in the last track of the album. I don't know if it's Catching Flies or Hangman Jazz. Enfin, there are passage and more jazzy stuff.
Yeah,
in the mirror, maybe.
Yeah. As you just as you know, I really suck at titles, and even those even those titles I actually participate in myself, and albums and everything. So you can trick me there if you say that's that song. I can say okay.
But
sing along and I can play it, but I don't know what's
for your colleague, but your colleagues. But from my side, I don't have enough perspective, backwards. Because I just listened 3 times or something like that, the album, and there are a lot of long songs. So people who look at us, if you like progressive touch, long songs like in Dream Theater or Opus, I think you have to be aware to this album, RamZet. It's called Sapien. You can see the artwork behind me. Of Sapien. Why is this title Sapien? Sapien, it means quiet.
I should maybe done some homework and ask Set myself and Miriam, but the whole album is it's about the human brain and all the it's a lot of darkness, and it's a lot of the contrasts in life and in the brain, and of course that's a big part of the human being, and to us it's it's I probably guess because all the very into music and arts have a little more feelings, a little more diversity, everything in the brain. So the theme is spinning around that at the whole album.
Okay, it's against AI, maybe, in a way. AI, ChatGPT, something like that, where when the brain doesn't work for us, and we just follow as animals to what ChatGPT told us.
Might be not. I think it's very diverse. So you never know actually what the brain does. The brain can trick you, and the brain can sometimes be nice and sometimes not nice. So you never know what's underneath.
Yeah, we have to think by ourselves, and to think to make work our brains. Okay. So there are 10 songs, very long songs, very diverse. Like I've said, a lot of influences. But I wanted to know first, and what we said, RamZet was launched, was born in 1988 in Norway. But I wanted to know in Hamar. But I wanted to know you personally. What's your musical background? Do you come from the folk scene, maybe, or jazz scene? Because you play, like you said, violin, hardanger violin. There is another interview. It could interest the people and you of Afargang, who play violin hardanger, Norwegian hardanger. You know Afargang?
No.
By Norse music.
Norse, yeah. Okay, Norse. Like
Afargang, and it's signed on by Norse music, the label of Ivar Björnsson from Enslaved and Einar Selvik. Afargang, and he plays a kind of folk and black metal, and he plays violin hardanger, like you. You, what's your
Yeah, okay, then I understood. Hardanger,
Norwegian, typical Norwegian violin fiddle. What's your musical background, in fact? Do you come from the rock folk scene, metal
No,
scene?
I was trained classically back in the days. I did the classical stairs all the way to the university. I had a bachelor degree classical way, and then suddenly, actually, it was RamZet that convinced me that was not the path for me. I did a lot of orchestras and youth things, and that it wasn't. Yeah, it was not the path for me. So then I just had the first gig with RamZet. That's actually exactly 25 years ago. In February, and we're February now. And then I realized, okay, I'll do finish my bachelor degree there, and then I'll do something else. And then I just landed in the metal scene, and that's my big heart. But the metal scene is, of course, is very diverse. As you say, here in Norway, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's everything from the black and death and thrash and avant-garde and gothic and everything, and doom, of course. And luckily, to me, it was luckily. We were not very many people playing violin in bands back then. So then I got to do a lot of different stuff in the metal scene in Norway. So I've been a little bit everywhere, I guess. And so yeah, so then I stayed here, and also I listened to a lot of different music. I still love classical music, and also love the folk music. So use whatever impulses and creativity that comes to. But that's I'm the classical background.
Okay. And you like very much Norwegian folk music, Scandinavian folk music, nickel harpa, hardanger, fiddle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the both. I'm very diverse. I also like jazz, and I also like the classical. I like a lot of music. Luckily too.
And I wanted to know, before to speak about the composing and the work process, the working process of composing and writing, I wanted to know just simply why so much delay? Why so much time between Freaks in Wonderland, the previous album released in 2012, and the new one, Sapien, in 2026? Why is 40 years?
Well, I was the part of the band back in 2012. I was on a little break, and then I think they did that album, and then I felt it was time to do different other projects and different parts of life. And then
for an artist,
and then in 2016 I joined the band again. We did a couple of gigs, a little bit, just here and there, and then it took some time. Still, you have to, the myths about you have to be creative, you want to express something. It's a lot of truth in that. And then the boss Set himself, he took some years, and then now can we meet up? Can we take a trip to his cabin? We did took a trip to his cabin, and then here we go, we are going to make a new album. And then And then it took some times just in the first place recording it, but also we have struggled for over a year getting a contract so we can release it the proper way. So so that was also a delay. Finally met some beautiful guys this autumn, and then the
on
contract
the
was.
label. So Sapien is going to release in March on ViciSolum Productions, but it's your no, it's not your own label. You don't want to have your own label or to be with no label by yourself,
Well,
do it yourself.
we could have done that, but we actually do suck at this business things.
Ouais.
We really like to make music and play music, but we doesn't really. So the best is that someone else that have the network, that have the scene, just actually can help us with that. So we were lucky to go that way. Yeah.
Okay. And if I'm right, you were not involved. You in the previous album in 2012, you were not involved in the album Freaks in Wonderland.
No.
No,
I wasn't part. I left the band for a while from 2010.
Yeah.
And I was back in 2016.
Okay.
So there was some years there.
Yeah. So. Okay. And in the meantime, just a parenthesis, you played with the project, the new project of Asgeir Mikkelsen, famous drummer of Isan, Borknagar, and fan of Wintersorg, etc. When there are real drums in Wintersorg, interview online on YouTube also of Wintersorg, and you play in Veil of Secrets with Asgeir Mikkelsen and Vibeke Steen, former Tristania, and also Funeral, like we said. Nice project.
Oh yeah, thank you. You liked it?
Yeah. And you play live. You played live with Veil of Secrets, if I'm right.
Yeah, but we have never done a live show. So maybe sometime in the future, Oscar, you hear me?
Yeah. But on the album, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
on Veil of Secrets.
Yeah, it was a really great album to do, and Oscar is a very good friend of mine, and we worked really well together. So it was a good album.
I was when he came back on drums on this new project because it was one of my favorite drummer in the Norwegian scene. I didn't ever understand why he left, but it's his life. But he left Isan, etc., and Borknagar. But a very nice drummer, very wow.
Well, he's back in Mork now. You know.
Yeah. Oh, what? Tell me.
Oscar is back in business now with Mork.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you good to remember that. So Sapien now. Hello to Norway and all the artists. So many persons. Green Carnation, Cadaver, Dark Throne, etc. Immortal, Emperor, etc. Yes, let's speak more about Sapien. 10 songs, 10 songs. Sometimes guitar is more aggressive, sometimes jazzy, your violin, long parts, a lot of vocals. How do you work in this melting pot, I can say, but nice melting pot? How do you work in the team? Because you are 6 in the band. You say, I want, you say, oh, I'm back, so I want to put violin here, hardanger, and to sing a bit loud, because 3 singers, if you include you a bit for backing vocals, how do you work for the composing and because the songs are very complex, can you say?
Well, this time actually, I guess okay. It's Henning Zet. He's the master.
Okay.
So he's actually writing the songs in the first place and making the arrangements and the lines and everything. But this time, the earlier years in the previous records, he has also done the ideas for everyone. So we just have to interpret it. But this time, I had me and Kai Asu, the keyboardist. We had very much room to do our own things. So he sent me his songs, and I sat in my home studio working out ideas. And then and I sent it over again, and he came visit me, and we went through it all in my studio and made some decisions. And then he went back home to Hamar, and I worked with worked on the next parts and everything. So it was much a very very close cooperation with Henning, and also Kai Asu on the keys did the same procedure, I guess, and we also met, me and him, Kai,
Okay.
do some, because sometimes it's cool with the synthesizer and keys and the violins to
Yeah.
work together. So I think Henning is in the center of it all,
Yeah.
and then worked to and I also know he was working with the bass and the drums at rehearsing
Yeah.
space, just to make sure it's the right drive, it's the right tempo, it's the right so
Okay.
he's the center, and then out
Okay.
with us all then.
Okay, Zet on guitar and vocals,
Great
Sfinx
progress.
on vocals, you on backing vocals and violin, Kus on drums, Lanius on bass and didgeridoo, and Azu on keyboards.
Yeah, and also the
The
what's
guest
the
maybe.
what's the name? I get forgot
Accordion,
it.
accordion.
Yeah,
I like
but
in Corpiflani. Yes, there is accordion on some parts maybe. Yeah, which song
yeah.
maybe? You don't know the song.
No, but I know it's on Cranium at least, but it's some more. He's doing the accordion parts, so yeah, something
Right.
like that.
It's very
Mhm.
rich. Yeah, but the songs are long. But so could we say Sapien is a conceptual album in a way, like
I
you
guess
said
so.
at
It's
first?
not a walking narrative or a
Ah,
story from
yeah,
the beginning to the end, but it's the same topics.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So there is a first single of only online, already online. So this album Sapien already out on at the end of March on ViciSolum Productions, and there is already a single called Zerocane online. To tell me more about this song, Zerocane. It's not Coca Zero. It's not this Zerocane. The title of the tracks are all excellent. Boza Divo, Piece 25, we are going to speak about that. Catching Flies, Hangman's Jazz. But the first song of the album, Zerocane. To tell me more about this song, this single, which is a good photo, I think, a good sample of the album.
Okay, thank you. Uh, about the lyrics and the choice of words and and titles, I'm not taking part of
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
so
I
I
know
don't know.
that.
But I don't know if you read the lyrics for that song.
No,
Yeah, no,
I didn't have the lyrics by the
no,
I, d-
no.
I didn't have the time.
Check the
Yeah,
Facebook. I posted the
yeah,
lyrics on the Facebook. Um,
yeah.
it's about what to say. It's about the very some dark sides in us, and how scary it can be. Maybe
Okay.
that's a simple word of saying it. It's about you try to prepare for they're not that. You try to pair in what's going on in your head and the feelings and everything, but you cannot completely. You can never know, and it's kind of it's scary. Of course, it's scary, and Zerocane is not a nice person or anything. It's maybe a state, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's maybe my thoughts about it then. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the lyrics, but I don't know if you're asking about the musical
No, I didn't
things.
have the lyrics if I'm right in the promotional material, but I will ask them the label. And you play, so you play violin sometimes, and another time it's a hardangerfiddle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
because it's not the same song. There are nine strings, 5 strings and the 4 strings down. It's a different instrument, violin. It tries more. Tries more.
Yeah, it's because on the regular violin, in my case, I used a 5-string violin very often because of it's regular. But in the hardangerfiddle is 8. Some have 9, but I have 8.
Some 9. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's makes this real special sound of it, because there's a 4-string underneath the 4-string up, just to make the sound. So I got this. I really wanted a hardangerfiddle my whole life, and then on my 40th birthday, I got one. So then I bring it to all my projects. Try to put it.
And it's harder. It's more complex to play than in comparison with a classical violin.
It's a little bit different. It can be very much the same, but still, it's a folk instrument, so they're not all alike. So it's a little bit tighter for the fingers, and also the stool is very. On the regular violin, it's like this, so you can choose the strings. But on the hardangerfiddle, it's very flat, so you always play on at least 2 strings at the same time. That makes it a very distinct Norwegian folk sound. So it's a little bit different, and then you have to hold it a little bit differently. So I struggle a little bit, because this is hardangerfiddle holding. This is nerdy stuff, sorry. And then then this is more the classical way, the regular fiddle.
So 50 different different position. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a little bit tricky, but well.
But the same arch, but the arch you use to play, it's the same.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Often you have to hold it a little bit down, because in the folk music you don't do all this.
You play more.
And then you have to be up there, But this you can more like this.
Yeah. And in metal, especially if you're at bang, to take the.
I realized the other day I never hold it like a classical violinist anymore. It's not possible. It's more like every over the place.
Okay. About the vocals, I was very impressed by the performance of Sfinx, and sometimes I believe because I'm a fan also. I believe sometimes it was Agnete Kirkevag from MORTEM. We follow them since in Norway since many years. Her and her brother, and she has sometimes in clean vocal the same intonation, same tune of Agnete Kirkevag from MORTEM. Sfinx and Agnete.
Yeah, well, that's a compliment for them both, and I know them both very well. So
I believe she was guest. I believe she was guest on vocals. Agnete, but no,
it's Sfinx. No, she has been a guest. No, it's Miriam all the way. It's Sfinx all the way. Yeah.
I was surprised. Miriam, her real name, if I'm right, Miriam Elisabeth Renvag. Yeah. Yep. Okay, nice performance beside you and the chief Zet, of course.
Yeah.
I wanted to know also in the middle of the album, and we are going to soon to conclude. In the middle of the album, okay, you say it's not a pure conceptual album, but it's about brain and etc. and intelligence, human intelligence, but in the middle of the album, there are 3 songs which are different, and I was a bit surprised, and I find them very very special. It's a song in the middle, so we say Peace 25 ? And As World Collides. and they fit very well, like a duology, a diptych. And after there is Psychosis. Could you tell me more about this song, Piece 25? Is it about war in Europe, in the war between Eastern Europe in Ukraine, and As Worlds Collide? Because they are very different in the middle of this album, and there is a reflection about that. We say, what? Tell me more.
Oh, the piece 25. It's
An
I think
instrumental
you
track.
can.
It's an instrumental track, if I'm right.
Yes, it's an instrumental track, and it's done like a mostly improvisation between Zet and Tekerø,
Okay.
Johnny Tekerø, yeah, from TNT, the heavy metal band.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what's the thoughts behind that? I can't say, but I think it's a room for reflection and a little distance from all the chaos, maybe.
Yeah.
More than that, I can't really. That's my interpretation, I
Yeah.
guess, and it's always like the listener should to.
Yeah. For the season, but there is a continuation, maybe with this song just after As Worlds Collide. There is a piece 25 introduces the As Worlds Collide song.
Yeah, I don't know if you get really good answers to it, but it more like feels, I think, and also how it sounds when, okay, this is leading us to the next song, leading to, we like thinking about the album like a keeping album as album and not only single tracks, as many people do by listening just singles. So it's a big thought about how it's all fits together, and that goes just for the sound of it and also for the feelings of it, of course. So I guess maybe that's the best answer I can give. It's latent in this part in the middle, and we should go over there.
But the rest after the song more powerful, more dance. You want to dance. Sometimes with the violin, it's very dancing. Sometimes very the rhythm are very complex. The melody is very it's a very nice album. Very rich, complex, but in a way, in fact, when you are when listening to the album, you are you take the time to listen to appreciate all. It's good to have you back, RamZet back with this new album, in fact, in a way.
Thank you. That's really, really good words to us that you say like that. So thank you.
And are there special guests you take? Maybe I have heard you speak about TOT, Theater of Tragedy. Are there a special guest? No.
Yeah, special. Yeah, TNT. The guitarist Ronny Tekerø. I don't know if you heard about.
Yes.
He's doing some guitars on that piece 25 in the middle there. That's a good friend of Henning, and it's really cool.
TNT. You said from the band TNT or TOT, Theater of Tragedy?
TNT. This is a heavy rock band from.
Okay, I know.
Norway,
okay. Yeah. I have some records. More in the 2000 years. I have several records. Okay. Yeah. What are your favorite tracks, and what are the plans of RamZet?
Favorite tracks, I can't really say. It's impossible to do with your own music. So I'm sorry. I hope you find one for you like the most. And the further plan is we really like to go out playing live as much as possible. So I just use the occasion to say, if someone want to invite us, please be in touch, because we really, really like to go out there. And we don't know the live scene anymore because it's been so many years since we were out there. So hopefully we'll do something about that. And then hopefully it will be more music also. But now it's this album, and we're really we want to perform it live. It's
maybe there will be a release party in Norway, in Oslo or Bergen or.
Yes, it's going to be one in Norway in April, and hopefully some more cities. We are trying to arrange something these days, actually. So well, we're gonna publish it as soon as we actually have the real set date. So hopefully people will come and hopefully they'll enjoy it. We know we'll enjoy it every time. It's the most fun thing to do is to do RamZet.
Yeah, I can imagine in my mind. Imagine a lineup on tour with, for example, you, Isan, and you know the side project of drummer El Hammer. I'm going to find to recall Arcturus.
Yeah, well, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Yeah, that would be a nice tour.
And Madame MORTEM also.
Of course, we take Madame MORTEM as well. That would be a really cool tour.
Or Octavia Sperati, gothic metal band. Maybe they're back. So we see you.
Well, it's going to be a big festival then on every.
And Green Carnation also.
Oh, okay, we can bring Green Carnation as well. Yeah.
With the Jetil Nordus interview online on Metal Obs TV. Yeah.
Make a festival then.
I have a dream. I can dream. But yeah, maybe the solution maybe is to go to festival, and we have good festival in France. You know, Motoculture Festival, Hellfest Festival, Carnunos Festival. So you are welcome in France. I've
been lucky enough to join Trollfest in some of those, and that's fantastic. But I also know they're booking those festivals very long time in front of, so maybe, hopefully, in a couple of years.
I've seen Trollfest live at Motoculture Festival. Trollfest, maybe you were there live. I have seen Trollfest live in France at Motoculture Festival in Britain, or maybe 3 years ago or before the pandemic, maybe. I have seen Trollfest live.
Because I think I was there, but that was maybe 2015 or something like that.
Yeah, before the pandemic.
Yeah. So maybe then it was a cool festival, absolutely.
It's the second metal festival, Motoculture Festival in France. After Hellfest. But more diverse, with more folk. It's more folk.
Yeah, no, of course, Hellfest is
different.
Extremely big. So that was an experience as well. And Motoculture a little bit smaller, but
but it's bigger now. Motoculture is bigger now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, okay. Sure. Okay, but so thank you very, 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 very much. Take care, Sareeta. Nice album once again, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we appreciate a lot this album. Maybe probably album of the month in the top 5 in March on Metal Ops.
Hopefully. And thank you for your interest. It's really appreciated. So thank you.